Hello, it is me, Amy, from Holistic Therapies and Consulting, and I hope that you guys are having a great day so far. One of the things that I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about today was mindfulness. Mindfulness is not often what people think it is. So oftentimes when people think of mindfulness, they think about sitting in a room. You think about sitting in that room and doing absolutely nothing for 30 minutes as you sit on a wooden floor. I hear this a lot. And that is certainly one way that a more experienced practitioner may do that work around mindfulness, though it's not really about the majestic picture that you see in a lot of the media and print ads and things like that, or, across social media, Facebook, Pinterest, those kinds of things. It's lovely, and that is a lovely thought. But mindfulness is not limited to that specific role or that specific setting. What mindfulness is it's about learning and being present in the moment, even if that only means that you are present for a minute or two. Now, one of the things that I often get asked is, okay, so we know that mindfulness isn't this majestic picture where we're sitting on a rock in, these beautiful mountains, crisscross applesauce, sitting peacefully. So how does that really, because those things aren't really accessible to many people. So what does that mean when I need some mindfulness, or I need to start practicing that, or I'm interested in it, and in my everyday, very busy life, between, being CEO of my household, and maybe even, as an employee or a small business owner and a parent and a wife and a sister and all of these roles that I fill. So mindfulness can actually come in many different ways. And some of the ways that I practice mindfulness is that when I'm sitting in the car rider line to pick up my kids, is I will roll down the windows and I'll just start noticing the different sounds that I'm hearing. And if there are specific sounds that I can try to kind of zero in on, is the car engines running all aside from me? Do I hear some wind in the leaves? Are there any birds? Do I hear two different kinds of birds as I'm waiting in that car rider line? Is there a lawnmower? Is there, a big truck coming by? That's one way that you can practice mindfulness, is by noticing the different sounds around you. Sometimes when I'm driving in the car, I'll notice the warmth of the sun coming through the window, and I'll notice, does my arm feel a little bit more warm than it normally does? Is it starting to feel hot? Is my leg starting to feel hot? Am I noticing the sun as I'm walking out to the mailbox to get the mail? It's also about, one of my favorite ones is, it's about the smell of vanilla, and noticing that when you're cooking or when you're walking into your favorite store. What are those things that you are paying attention to, even if it's only for a minute or two? And that goes into mindfulness about being in the present moment, if only for a minute or two. So, noticing the sounds while you're sitting in car rider line waiting to pick up your kids, feeling the warmth of the sun as you're in the car or walking to the mailbox, noticing how the wind maybe even feels on your skin as you're walking to the mailbox, and noticing the smell of vanilla or whatever that scent is when you're walking into your favorite store. That's all being present and in the moment. These are really simple ways that you can practice mindfulness, and I suspect that many of you are practicing mindfulness even if you don't realize it. I would love to hear about how you've been incorporating mindfulness into your life and just never knowing it or realizing it. And if you start using some of the tools and tips that we kind of just talked about and some of the things that I use in my life, I would love to hear about it. And I would love to hear about how it changed things for you, or what you are starting to notice. Be sure to take care of yourself, and be sure to take care of yourself all week long. You can email me at amy@lassitertherapies.com. Take care. Bye.